is checked in. 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Back to Clark. To the paint. Out to Miller. Pass to Clark. Three-pointer. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Boston's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now Irving. He has 5.
Yep.
Out to the wing. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. He caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about it.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media, but also, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Oh yeah. They're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from one another, and I got to tell you, it's fun to watch.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Through that first one, they turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, Ian Clark out there with DeAndre Liggins, and there's Davis. Miller in at small forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. And those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players.
Among the most feared one-on-one scorers in the league, that is Kyrie Irving. He has the handles to get to wherever he wants, no matter where he is on the floor. He's a threat.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Miller. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ian Clark. And a change for the Celtics. Baines is checked in. Irving can't get it to go. And Kyrie Irving sniffing that 50, 40, 90 territory. 50% from the field, 50% from deep, 90% from the line. He is that kind of shooter. And Chris, what a handle.
Yeah, he's not just a stationary threat. It's his creativity combined with that efficiency. That's what makes him so good.
And part of analyzing a game can be offering forth critique of players or officials or organizations. Chris, how do you find that balance of candor and yet not being too critical, being too harsh?
Great question. The way I try to have an honest balance is to remember how I felt when it happened to me.
Interesting.
When you're a player, if someone comes with hard, credible evidence, I mean, it's true. You can't take anything personal. But when guys are just criticizing the same jump shot that you made last play, I'm not that guy. So, I try to keep a balance by being fair and honest, first of all, to the fans of that city and that state, and letting them know how great their team is, but also that maybe their team is playing lazy. Maybe look at this effort not out there by the floor. But also, in a blowout game, I also give the team that's losing by 30 just as much respect as I do the winning team, because those guys work just as hard. This is just a specific night they didn't play that well. So I just try to make every game as special as it is to me, from being a kid growing up to being able to play in the league, but then also just being fair. You know, benefit of the doubt first, but if you do 2 or 3 stupid things, then you're a stupid player that night. You know, just being honest, having fun. And I've gotten some calls from players, and I don't care. You know, I'm not hard to find. I just try to have fun, be honest, and no hard feelings, man.
Boston making some changes. Morris is checked in for Tatum. Shane Larkin comes in for Brown. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Shot from 12. And Rozier pulls it down.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Poked away. And here's Rondo. Tries a 3. Vaughn gets the bucket. Vaughn's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Here's Vaughn. He has 5. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Yeah, Celtics have stars with Hayward and Kyrie Irving, but their strength is their depth. Not a lot of fat on this roster. They're all capable.
Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vaughn. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Larkin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the Celtics collecting assets, but there's only so many roster spots.
Well, Coach Stevens said he wouldn't employ traditional roles with this team. It really breaks it down to ball handling.
And the Pelicans at last season's trade deadline making the big deal for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, you look at Anthony Davis being paired with Cousins, and certainly on paper you could make the argument that they've got the best 1-2 punch on the front line in the league. 2 Kentucky guys, great size and offensive skill in terms of their versatility. If they can surround them with shooters and some perimeter defense, I think this group could be scary.
Here's Rozier. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rozier's got his 2nd basket.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Moore passes to Mirotic. Moore against Morris. And it's Moore penetrating. Can't get it to fall. Celtics trail by 6. Over to the left wing. Here's Rozier. Offline with his 3. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the 2nd quarter. Up over 50%.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing. You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Vaughn. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the 2nd chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Nice shot by Larkin.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
8 seconds left to play here in the half. Davis off target from the baseline.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter, as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
And that's all we can do for now.
Welcome back to New Orleans as we take a gentle cruise down the Mississippi River before returning to action. We have a postponed game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Anthony Davis in this one. Celtics trail by 6. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Aaron Baines out there with Horford. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
And the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves for their franchise.
More dishes to Mirotic. Some solid defense from Brown.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
And the Celtics signed Brad Stevens to a 6-year contract to lure him away from Butler in college basketball. Chris, they were very confident he'd be a great coach.
Well, they might want to pull out their pen and have him sign another 6-year deal real quick, because he's already established himself as one of the league's top coaches.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
A pull-up. The shot is good off the backboard. And now an